Okay, so believe it or not, my shellac has been on for 5.5 weeks. I was gonna redo it after 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks, but I just had no chipping, peeling, breaking, nothing. I have not done any sort of maintenance to them. I have not even filed the ends. You can probably see that maybe there's a little bit of fading off the ends. But if you want to see how to apply CND Shellac the proper way so you get this kind of result, go back and see my first video on how to apply CND Shellac like a pro. Okay? Hopefully you can see that. Definitely a ton of growth. I would not normally let them go this long, but it's a great testament to correct application and the integrity of this product, which I highly recommend over any other gel polish product. Okay, so today we're going to take this off. I will be using Awfully Fast by CND, and I have that in a pump bottle. This is a 32 ounce amount you can get. Okay, I'm gonna use the smallest cotton balls that I was able to find, which were from Kroger. They're called Soffettes, and premium cotton balls, 300 count regular, but they're extra small. And the reason why is you don't really need much cotton to cover. If you do have regular cotton balls, you can cut them in half. You don't have to, use a whole giant cotton ball that's going to soak up all your remover, because the remover is not, it's affordable, but it's not cheap because it's their product for removing it. And like I said before in my other video, I like to stay within the line of products, the CND products, wherever I can. They do have foil removers with a little pad on it, and those are about $20 for 100. And that's fine too. That works really good, especially with the foil. It warms it some to where it'll act faster. I chose to do it this way because per set, this is about 6 cents, 5 cents, and the other is more like $1. So what I do is I use that and these little grabbers here, little covers, goes right under over top of your cotton. And so you don't really have to do anything to start with your nails, just go right into taking this off. So I got my pump bottle here, and I'm gonna saturate my cotton swab, kind of hold it on there best you can, doing it yourself, on yourself, and then just kind of get it on there like that. So I'm going to do the other 4. The only aspect that you're losing by not using the foil removers is that heat that's produced by being wrapped up in foil. But we can get around that. Don't be thinking you have to go cut little foil squares out. You can certainly do that if you want, but there you go, another expense. You can take, I have these Expert Touch Salon mitts from OPI. If you can still find those somewhere, pick up some. They're not very much. $3 for 100. So That's going to be very inexpensive. They look like a mitten, like this. And I'm going to suggest something else as well. It might be even a little bit more inexpensive. Is just some baggies. Now, not your expensive Glad or Hefty or anything like that, but rather just the baggies that are just square and you twist tie the top. I'm trying to think what brand that is. Baggies, the Baggies brand. But you can get a whole bunch of those on a roll. And they're about the size of your hand. They're not as long as these, but you don't really need that up there that much. It goes to about here. So 10 minutes we're going to wait on this. You could also wrap your hand up in a towel to get a little bit more heat. And this is kind of nice too if you wrap your client up in the towel, both their hands, then it's going to keep them from trying to answer their phone or scratch their face or play with their hair, and then all this falls off. So it's another thing I like to do. You could also put your towel in the dryer, in the microwave for a few seconds, or some way to get it warm, and that'll help with activating the remover. Also wanted to talk about, while we're waiting here, a little bit about where to get CND Shellac supplies. Of course, if you have a local beauty supply store, you can get it there. Historically, my Cosmoprof store has been very lacking in nail products. They're not consistent in always having what I need. I did go online here a couple years ago, and I found a company that I really like. It's called Premier Nail Source, I believe. I'll leave a screenshot of their website, their logo, so you can find it. It is for professionals only. If I remember correctly, it does call for your license number. Now, could you make up a license number and put in? I don't know. Didn't try that because I have a license. But they don't really want it to be shared with the general public because it is meant for professionals only. But they tend to have all the stuff I love to work with. All the CND products, all the OPI products. They have American Nail. They have good paper products, you know, like table towels and wipes and things like that we like to use, lint-free wipes. When I started, I think it was $69. An order would get you free shipping. I think it's maybe $89 now, but we can kind of expect that in these times that the shipping would go up. But it's not hard to spend $89 a pop on your supplies, so you'll be able to save on the shipping there and not have to pay the shipping. So definitely recommend that. I'm also using my other hand to keep my nails warm, or to warm them up, so this will activate well. It's supposed to just bubble up. You shouldn't have to scrub really hard to get it off. So if you're in doubt, go an extra 5 minutes, but 10 minutes is usually all you need to be able to get the product off, and there won't be any damage if you do it that way. So I'll see you back here in 10 minutes. Okay, here we are at the 10-minute mark. I'll try to gingerly unwrap myself here. Feels kind of sweaty in there, so that's good. That means got some heat going on. I just kind of pull down on these. Just kind of squeeze off as much as I can. Means less to scrape. You can see that there. It's kind of bubbly. The top coat is pretty much dulled out. So we're just going to be able to scrape this off pretty easily. I'm using an orange wood stick. Don't have to do it real hard. Another tip I have for you today is if you have a client that has really long nails, they want to wear them long, and you want some extra strength using shellac, because you know the longer your nails are, the more chance you're going to have a break. So if you want to get them a little bit stronger, you can use 3 coats of color. But you will have to account for that when you go to take it off. It's going to take a little longer to take off. So give yourself a good solid 15 or 20 minutes to make sure that, you know, you're able to get it off and then get color back on within your hour time that you've allotted, or 45 minutes. Whatever it is that you're able to get it done in. I didn't really baby these. Like I said at the beginning, it's been 5.5 weeks. I never would leave this on for 5.5 weeks normally, but it was holding up so well. I just thought, well, let's just do the ultimate test. I probably could have went a full 6 weeks. It's just that I happen to have time to do this today. So I, you know, do dishes and scrub pots and do laundry and things like that with my nails. I use my nails. I did not use gloves one time, even though normally I would suggest something like that to my clients. If you're going to be scrubbing a pot in the sink in the kitchen, then you probably should wear some rubber gloves to protect your investment. But I did not. So it just goes to show how well shellac stays on. Now I do have a little bit of color still left. It's probably because it's been on there so long, it kind of stained my nail a little bit. But this will all be off here in a second. Just taking a little more remover to get it off. I like the awfully fast remover that they provide because it has some fortifiers in it. Definitely has some acetone in it, otherwise you wouldn't be able to get this off. But it has vitamin E in it. Forget what else. But it doesn't, if you notice, it doesn't dry out your skin around your nail near as bad as using just pure acetone. And I don't really recommend using pure acetone to take this off. You can if you want. If you want to budget, you really want to, you know, try to save, you could. Now, just gonna go ahead and get rid of my trash here. These you can put them in a little bowl of water and soap if you want to clean them that way, or you can spray them with alcohol, whichever you have time for. Every so often you do need to just kind of give them a good little scrub with a brush or something, just to get extra polish that's inside of them off. But you can sanitize those. Okay, so I'm going to take my nail board, my really soft nail board, just kind of get the rest of that off. If you're in a really big hurry and you really want your remover to act really fast, take a regular board like this, like a 180 maybe, and just scratch the top layer a little bit. Be sure not to go down to the natural nail with it, just the top layer, top coat of the product. Dull it, then put your cotton ball and solution on. As with everything, you have to account for the time that you have available to do it. I'm going to take the really soft side of this to get the rest of this off. Very important to educate your clients on not peeling it off, because that's when you get into trouble with gel polish. You hear people say, well, you know, I was putting gel polish on myself. After I did it about 3 times, I couldn't get it to stick anymore. I couldn't get it to, my nails were all jacked up and it just did a lot of damage. Well, if you peel that off, you're going to take many layers of your natural nail off. Many layers. And with this, doing it this way, soaking it off with the proper solution is what's going to really save your nails. You're not going to have damage to your nails. Looks like I probably could have left it a little bit longer. Thought I counted 10 minutes, but looks like I still have some here and there. I'm just trying to hit the top of that so that I can get rid of it. I'm not going to put new shellac on today, so I'm going to go ahead and put some oil. I should get rid of the rest of it. Okay, There we go. No damage, still strong. So at this point, I think I'll, if you remember, this one was really short when I first started. I need to even those up a little bit. So let me go ahead and give myself a little manicure here. Kind of like this square oval shape, squirrel shape. Not too round, not too square. Yeah, this whole time I haven't shaped my nails at all, so on these 3 fingers they're really kind of misshapen. I wouldn't normally do that. Keeping that capped on shellac on there really preserved the ends really well. If you go back and see my application video, you'll see what I'm talking about. How to cap off those ends in such a way that it does not chip. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you learned something. Have another video soon. Maybe do a little nail art. I'm not an artist, but there's some easy things that you can do that makes it look like you're a nail artist. And maybe we'll do something like that. So stay tuned for the next video. Put some lotion on. And there we go. All done. No damage. See you next time.